Nigeria, Africa, and all over the world. Good morning and welcome to your number one refreshing radio online, Digits 1024. If you're just tuning in, welcome, and this is your favorite online program right here on Digits. Round of applause with me, M.O. Oladapo. Good morning, and it's good to see you, hear from you today. It's another beautiful Friday, and of course, we are looking forward to a great weekend. How are you? Thank you for being part of our show throughout the week, throughout the year. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your messages. And today will not be different. We're going to have another exciting time with a special guest. And of course, the theme or the focus of the topic of today is Nobody Be Like Woman. Well, we just played you Simmons' new song, and which is making waves right now all over the world. We want to focus on women today. Well, it is not International Women's Day or women's celebratory month, but my guest has a lot of experience and a lot of message for the women out there. So if you're a woman, you know woman who is beside you, a neighbor, a friend, a colleague, please let them know that they need to tune in right now. www.digits1024radio.com. If you're listening via the website, or you can just go to your Play Store, download the app and listen via the app. Go to your Google Play Store and download the Digits 1024 app. Well, you can also watch us live on Facebook. We are live on Facebook. Go to our page, Digits 1024, and you can watch me and my guest live. You want to be part of the show, you want to call in to ask her some questions about women, challenges, and everything around that topic. 0809-888-1024. That's the number to call. Please be my guest on the phone. Call. Let's have a conversation about Nobody Be Like Woman. All right. Very quickly, let me introduce my guest. Of course, she's my sister from another mother. She is my colleague. She's a prolific MC, compare, speaker, resilience coach. She's a relationship coach. She's a kids Bible tutor. She is, let me remember everything. She's an author. She's a minister. She is a fashionista. She's firebrand. Ladies and gentlemen, the queen of the mic is with me in the studio. Enifome Ogbimi. See all the accolades I'm giving you.
Come on now.
I will round up accolades. I had to go and borrow. Thank
you very much for that wonderful introduction.
It's good to have you. The first time I'm having you live on my show.
Yes, so.
The last time I was online.
Yes.
And village people didn't want us to enjoy that
I
show.
don't understand.
Network or everything.
Very good to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been hearing about Enifome speak, yeah, well, there she is. She is known as a very, very competent and experienced compare. She has compared various events and such as the Do It Afraid conference by Omilola Oshikoya. Yes, if you attended I think the last one. Or the
last live one.
The last live
COVID.
one, yes. If you did attend, well, that's your MC right there. But she's not here in the capacity of a compare or an author or a Bible kids tutor. She's here in the capacity of the founder of Live Again movement. Now, I understand that she has an NGO and a non-profit that is looking towards the welfare of women who have been previously abused and are trying to regain their feet. And Enifome has begun to do some very powerful groundwork in this area that really caught my eye, and I felt no, the world needs to hear about it. The world needs to know that there's succor for women who have gone through, and maybe she will be a little bit vulnerable with us today and share a little bit of her own story and why she came up with this movement. Because I understand that for a lot of great movements that are birthed are usually from personal experience, and that's what makes it more powerful. So, in just a nutshell, tell us what the Live Again movement is all about and why you decided to begin to look after the welfare of women who have been previously abused in their marriages or in any other area of their lives.
Okay, well, the Live Again movement is a movement inspired by God, first of all. It's basically to help women live again, as it implies.
Yeah.
Live again.
Yeah.
Women that have been broken, beaten, and battered by life, knocked down by life, and they can't seem to find themselves anymore. They don't know who they are anymore. They don't see any reason why they should even, go through with life. So many of them are existing rather than living. So they go to work, they try to do stuff and do, but inside them is pain, trauma, they are not really living. They're not doing what they are supposed to be doing. They're
What,
managing life.
what they've been created to
Yes, they're not fulfilling purpose. They're just managing
they're just going
whatever
with life.
Yeah, life brought their way, not knowing that they can actually take life by the hand and ask life to give them what they want and not just what life wants to give them. So I'm really just after those kinds of women that have been broken, beaten, battered, because when a woman is knocked down by life, it's very hard for that woman to see herself as valuable, as enough, as beautiful, as...
The community will shred them apart.
Stigmatization, all sorts of things. So really, how did it start? Well, it started from a place of koinonia. I was worshiping God one day. It was a very beautiful fellowship. I mean, me and my Abba Daddy were... I can't explain it. It was like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was orgasmic. Let me use that word. It was a beautiful relationship. It was a beautiful moment of koinonia. And while I was there, I was like, what do you call me? And he said, my jewel of inestimable value.
Awesome.
And I was like, so, what is your, who are you? I started asking him questions. And he told me, and he asked me too, what do you call me? I said, King of my heart. And it was so beautiful. We're just there toasting each other. And then when we're done, I heard in my spirit, live again.
Awesome.
And I knew that something had been birthed from that koinonia, from that intercourse, from that wonderful moment. And I started to ask him, again, what does this mean? And he now started opening up to me, Live Again movement and all of that. Yes, I went through something years ago where I understood I was in the position of women. So right now, the reason why I'm very passionate and very compassionate towards women is I've also been battered by life. I've also been beaten down by life. I've also been abused emotionally, physically, verbally. It was difficult for me. And at that point, it was, what saved me and what helped me was what I'm teaching the women today. I was worshiping God, and I heard very clearly, I have loved you with an everlasting love. And that was where my healing journey started. And from there, God has just, I don't even know how to even explain the things he's done in my life. And also, I understand that when a woman, because I've been abused, I understand what it means for a woman to be stranded. For a woman to be stranded and not have any place to stay, or be stuck in an abusive relationship because there's nowhere to go. And then after you decide to leave, you now go into the wrong hands. The world is angry. There are molesters out there, there are exploiters out there, and sometimes when a woman decides to leave, where she stays matters a lot. Imagine staying in a place where they don't understand what you're going through. You want to relax and rest. They are playing bang, 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 bang. Or the person is just like, I beg you, not only you. Or maybe the wrong company. Before you know, that particular woman with that pain can become worse than what she was before. So I'm just teaching the women how to use that pain as a leverage, as a fuel, as, to build their inner drive to live again.
To turn it
because pain
the other
has
way
passion. See, pain is a digger. If you allow pain dig the treasures out of you, you'll be better for it. But many women just hold the pain and hug the pain. No, you shouldn't hug the pain. You should take the pain, learn the lessons, and move on. Find purpose from it. And the way to do that is to turn back to God. To turn back to God. Because sometimes people, the world will call you names. The world would tell you who you are. You have to tell the world who you are. And you cannot really know who you are authentically or function from a place of authenticity if you have not reconnected back to your maker. So I teach women these steps. First of all, the first step is emotional healing, because obviously you cannot make significant progress if you are wounded. So we try to excavate these wounds, and then from there we push them back to God, which is where the real healing actually is. They say time heals.
Time heals.
Time doesn't heal. Time takes time.
That's a new one.
If you keep your heart for time, you go out.
That is it.
While you're waiting for time to heal you.
Say that again. Say that again.
He ain't going to heal. He's not going to heal.
Time doesn't heal. Time takes time.
Time takes time. Because you're the one waiting for time, and time is waiting.
So you need to heal regardless of time.
I will heal. So you bring your heart before the one who made it and give it to him and say, you know what? See the broken heart like this. Whatever you want to do with it, do. And then he now begins to mold it, because he's close to them that have a broken heart. But the mistake people make when they are broken, they run away from God.
Yes.
Guilt, shame.
Yes,
Oh, he doesn't love me anymore.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
people say. People have been saying from the days of John the Baptist. They
Definitely.
will continue saying.
They will continue.
They will never stop saying. It's their work to say. But
Wow.
it's your work to take what life has given you and take it by the hand and say, you know what? Because K Sarah is a lie. What to be will be. That's the biggest lie.
That's the biggest lie.
In fact, I don't know how I believed it.
In fact, I like how Pastor Matthew puts it. He said, if it's going to be, it's up to me.
What will be will not be if you don't make it be. I just say, what will be, will be.
Okay,
the
sorry.
future's matter. Nothing. You have to take life by the hand and say, you know what? This is what I want with intentionality. And so I'm very passionate about it because I myself was a victim of K Sarah. I was a child of God, fine girl now, beautiful girl.
Obviously.
I studied civil engineering, correct course. So
Yeah.
I just felt like, okay, if you are intelligent, you know God, you're beautiful, you're
Everything just
domesticated,
work out.
everything will just fall in place.
You marry a good guy, get a good
marry
job.
a good guy, born fine children, drive a good car. Nah. There are things called patterns. And many of these women that have been battered by life, you saw the challenge. This is what the topic is about today. Nobody like woman. You saw the things that have been trending online. Oh, when will you get married? Single mom, see your life, and all sorts of things. Like my own, I actually put that you be woman, you go free MC. So I've been through mine.
Yeah.
When they say look at you and size you up and say, can this one MC?
Yeah.
She's a woman. And all
There
that.
was one I saw. So you have money. I'm sure you have a sugar daddy.
Like woman don't suffer. I think the things that women go through, do you get what I mean? And the thing is that many times women go through these things because their mothers went through similar but did not do anything.
So they allowed
Their
it.
mothers thought it was K Sarah. Coincidences. And the mothers were sleeping. And the Bible says, while men slept.
The enemy came to sow tares, right?
Correctors. Then you now grow, think it's by being fine. No, go and check. What happened to my mother? What happened to my grandmother? Why did they not do this? Why did they do that? Why did they do what they did? Why am I even bearing the name I'm bearing? What is the history? Go and check, because no matter how you have your life figured out, you need to check the root cause, check your origin, check your foundation. And this is the reason why many women have gone through, are going through, and will still go through until they wake up.
Until they wake up.
They must wake up, because if you don't wake up, see, dear woman, if you don't wake up, this suffer you're suffering now, your children will come and continue from where you stopped. And that's not what you want. If you really are tired of your current level, then do something about it. Forget about what the world is saying. They've been saying.
They'll keep continuing.
Exactly. See, whatever. Self-pity. I hate it. Hey,
Looking down on yourself.
Hey, God, are you going
Calling
to
a pity
give me
party.
money? Give me this. What are you talking about? Everything you need is inside you.
Come on.
What are you talking about now? Hebrews 11 says, through faith, the things that we see today, both even you yourself, you were created from what was not seen.
What was not seen.
See, when I wrote my book, right, I wrote my book in 1 week. 1 week. The Holy Spirit was just, I was like, because I had a lot of books, and I was like, which one do you want? And I knew it was that Dear Singles. And in 1 week, I wrote that book. Guess what? In a day, almost 100 copies. The book was 2.5.
Yeah, you told me
the
that.
book came out from me. It was not somebody else.
From you.
Sometimes we think the help we need is with our uncle, with our
Come
father,
on.
with someone that promised us something. No,
That's
it
right.
is inside you.
That's
Everything
right.
you need in your life, you already have it, but you don't know. That's the problem.
My
You
God.
think somebody will help you. Give me 3K. Yeah, give me 4K. Yeah, what is 3K? What is 4K?
Urgent 2K.
What are all those things? When you have a limitless world inside you. I mean, look, my life took a turn that I can only say it was God, because but when I went through what I went through, the pain was too much. And one day I remember I screamed in agony. I screamed, and I could feel that something in me cracked.
My God.
I can't explain it. I was shouting. The pain was too much. And I just heard cry. That day, that day I knew that I have connected to something in my core. And when I'm singing now, the pitches I'm like, I didn't go to any singing, anything. But when I sing, where I enter, there are realms I enter, I'm like, pain is a digger. It digs the treasure out of you. When pain comes, ask pain, what did you come for? Ask pain, what did you come to do for me? Then utilize it. Hey,
right.
my life, I'm dead. If you're dead, then you'll be dead.
Hey.
You'll be dead. And another thing that I really want women to know today is about the power of their thoughts. You see, as a child of God, confessing, I will never, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. My brother, when the pattern happened to me, even me a shock. Started asking God, Afana, but I've been confessing, I've been praying. What happened? And then gradually he started to show me as a man thinks
So he is.
in his heart. Not so he's going to be. That's how you are
So
already.
he is.
That is how you are. So even if
Wow.
you're saying that we never,
Do you-
your thoughts are like
Do you
a
know? I
magnet.
never thought about it like
They
that.
will always
You know,
attract
people
what
think
they're
it's what you know. It's what you already are right now.
It's
So
not
he
what
is.
you're going to be later in future.
So your thoughts are just a confirmation of what you already are.
Like if you know this, then you'll be mindful. You'll be practicing. When the thought is coming, they see your life. All your friends are this. You say, which kind of my friends? I'm in my own lane. You will shout. You will even shout on the thought because negative thoughts don't go away by positive thoughts. Have you noticed that you'll be thinking about something? They want to try and think on top. The thing will not be magnifying. Sometimes let's say one blow. You have to fight for your life or fight for your sanity. The battlefield of the mind is the greatest one. If you win in your mind, you've won.
My
So
God.
that's why I work on these women. It starts from their mindset. Who told you that because somebody said, or because somebody did, or because somebody, what they think about you? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
What matters is what you think about yourself.
Hey.
Like, hey, they put face. Nobody like woman challenge. Hey, my life. Oh, they say that I'm a single mom. They say that I don't have money. They say that I'm, all kinds of things. I saw one. When you go get belly and those kind of things. You need to have a clap back, not just for them, but for life, because life will give you lemons.
You know, let me ask you this.
Throw things at you.
This question. You know, when this Nobody Be Like Women challenge came and I began to see the memes and all the wallpapers, I began to ask myself, so people have expectations for women. It's like they don't really have for men, but for women they do, because the moment you do below, there is that, you know. So how would you help women to understand how to live only for the expectation they were created for, not by other people's expectations? Because the truth is, in the culture we live, there are certain things expected. Let's not lie. It's expected that, you know, a woman, once you finish school and then you work for a little while, you should marry early. It's expected that when you get married, you should have, you know, a child. They expect that, you know, any money you are spending, I mean, your husband should be the breadwinner. You shouldn't be the breadwinner, because if you have more money than your husband, then there's something wrong. They feel that, you know, women shouldn't be in leadership, but if a woman is in leadership, maybe she slept her way to get there. And even in the church, they say, so we have women pastors. And so how would you help women? Because women will begin to battle with these expectations unknowingly.
Yeah.
They didn't want to battle, but the pressure is real.
It's real.
As much as they use positive thoughts,
even
and
from family members.
even from family members,
that one
you know,
is the one that
they
is
will
even
use that
realer.
eye to look at you like, so what's up now? Even your parents,
Body language.
they will call you like, you know, there is this comedian who is a Nigerian, Yvonne Orji. You know, she was in her comedy. She said, you know, her mother will call her, and as they are discussing, the mother will just change the topic,
Chip it in,
just to
like,
chip
have
that
fun now.
that she understands, but that's not how your parents will understand, because they are worried. So how would you help women to maintain balance, maintain, you know, manage expectations, and still be able to live their lives?
Okay, so first off, there's no competition anywhere, right? And the only way to know that is, I would recommend two things. The number one thing is intimacy with God. Number two is self-awareness. Because when I know, you know, people will always have expectations of you. You know, someone made a comment one day. Okay, so in my former life, because I'm a speaker, I've always been a talkative from small. I didn't know how to manage my talkativity or talkativeness or whatever it is. So I used to if you talk back, if you attack me or antagonize me, I will give you.
We give you.
Do you understand? You understand what giving means?
Yeah.
Hot. You will know that you encountered any woman in your life, your next life. If you see me, you will pass another road, because you will, like, I look small, but no, don't you dare kind of thing. And when I started to understand myself and what God gave me this speaking ability for, this mouth for, I understood that that is not what my mouth is for. So I understood that I'm not a talker, I'm a speaker, which is where the Enifome speaks came. I speak from a place of depth. I speak as an oracle of God, from being the voice of God. I speak what God wants me to speak, not just because I want to open my mouth and talk. And people that knew me before, when they see me doing some things, they'll be like, wow, you've like, wow, God, they change people. And this person do this thing, now they tell them thank you. That kind of thing. But some people that still don't know will be like, I beg you, that is not you. So I always remind them, I said, I've improved. It's just that you can't see it. And my improvement is not dependent on what you think about me.
Absolutely.
I know where I'm coming from, and
Absolutely.
I know who I am right now, and I know where I'm going. So that self-awareness, knowing that this is where I was before, this is what I'm doing now. That means that that there's so much more again. As in, I'm going to do way more. Knowing that this is who you were, but this is not who you are right now. Knowing yourself to the point where you know that what they think is not the real thing. Knowing yourself to know that what they expect of you is okay for them to expect, but you know who you are and you know where you're going. So having that sense of identity, self-awareness.
It helps you to create that balance.
Yes, because they will always expect. But if you know who you are, if you know where you are going, if you know that, look, this is what I'm doing, it will help, because at the end of the day, when you now fulfill the expectation, they will be happy. But if you let their pressure take you into something else that you will go and do, they'll still be the ones to come back and say, you see your life.
In fact,
you see your life.
There's one quote. How did they put the quote? They said, don't try to impress people. That even when you die, they will still say you didn't even die.
The reason why he died is because
That's why you didn't die.
The coffin is not the way the coffin. We have one thing to. They we always have. So and that intimacy with God really helps, because God always tells you, if you know how to hear from God, He will tell you that this is the season you are in now. This season is for you to grow, learn. I want you to learn this, learn that. Calm down. I'm doing a new thing. So when they're talking like, calm down, don't worry. God is going to do a new thing. You know. So having that intimacy, for me, it has worked for me, because I'm not under any sort of pressure. I know what I'm going to do. In fact, when I'm 35 right now, and I clocked 35 in July. And sometimes I'll be thinking, I want to have twin girls. So I'll be like, Chai, when will I have my twin girls? Menopause. So whenever I remember menopause, I'm like, but the one who made me is not bound by time. That's intimacy.
Absolutely.
I know what He has told me. I know He has given me the names of their names already. So I'm not bothered about whether the world thinks or the world does not think. When you have a relationship with God, it helps. Because you are able to know that, okay, this is not what is really happening. This is what is happening.
That's right.
They don't understand. And you are able to be calm and stay still.
Yeah.
Be still and know that God is God. And at the end of the day, they too will now be still, because it is who you are that would now reflect on their behavior towards you. If you lose your calmness, the whole world will be uncalm towards you. So
man, this show has been amazing. I thought we were just gonna have an interview, but it has gradually turned out to be a life coaching session. It's turned out to be an encounter. I don't know how many women are watching. I know that something has shifted in their lives. Even in the studio, the atmosphere has changed. And I want you to be part of the show. When we come back from this break, I want you to be a part. You need to call in and talk with Enifome. 0809-888-1024. Tell your friends, tell your ladies, tell your girlfriends to tune in. It is happening here. Something is happening, and you need to be part of it. We're going to take a short break. And in this break, I want us to play that same song. I love that same song. Simi, you finish work on this song. Nobody be like, woman, let's just enjoy that song, and we'll come back and talk more with Enifome. So round of applause. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Woman don't suffer, lower everybody. assignment. So far for all, enjoy forever. But you no pay attention to the intimidation she dey face. No be like water. If woman get confidence, oh, then she no be woman. Woman get money.
Wow. Please, if you have Simi's contact, let her know that here at Digits, we love her song. Nobody Be Like Woman is trending, and we are using it as, our soundtrack for today's edition. If you've been watching and you've been enjoying the show, we've had Enifome, and we're still going to have her more. She has gone ballistic on us. It has been a bump here. I mean, the things she has said, I'm telling you, they are mind shifting. So if you're watching, please share this broadcast. If you're watching on Facebook, share it right now. People need to watch this. This is truly, truly awesome, right? Anifome is sharing with us how women can stand up and be empowered. We'll be talking about the unique challenges around women. And of course, in this next question, I'm going to say a few things. But before I do that, we were just saying something now that, you cannot have dominion when you're troubled. Dominion is only exercised from a place of rest. And you were saying just before we went on break that, as women, you need to be calm. You don't allow people's expectations or words, get inside you. Just like in the Bible where the disciples had a storm and the water began to enter the boat.
Yes.
So you don't allow
And they
people's
began to
words.
sink.
Yeah, so whatever they say to you or
Yes.
describe you as a woman, I mean, it's fine coming out from them, but it should not enter you. It should not find a sitting
maintain
place.
your internal environment.
Maintain your internal environment.
Maintain it.
Yeah.
Think of it like a garden.
Yeah.
Kick out those negative thoughts. Maintain positive thinking, positive thoughts, because what they think about you is not as powerful as what you think about yourself.
It's not as
And
powerful.
that's where the power is.
And that's
what
where the
you
power
think
is.
about yourself.
Yes. So now in this next question, I'm going to divert a little bit because I want us to bring some form of balance, right? Now, in response to these expectations, these pressures, and obviously hearing messages from people like you that says, women, you can do this, women, stand up, you can be empowered. There is a little thin line, I feel, that some women have begun to cross in trying to, tell people who they are, and they're trying to communicate their worth. And so we've had in recent time a huge rise of the feminists. Now, there are people who say that the concept of feminism is good, but there are the extreme feminists who now may begin to challenge rights, responsibility, and roles as it relates to men and women. Now, I know that there are certain things a man can do, a woman can do. I know there are certain things a woman can do, a man can do. How do you help women to understand that as much as you want to emerge and come out of every shackle, do you think that there is a line of demarcation in rights, roles, and responsibility as it relates to men and women? Or you feel women can also do as much as they can and should be no difference? What is your take on it? Because there are women who are watching and say, okay, you know what? I feel, yes, but I feel there are certain things should be left to the men. I feel, because one of the times my mother had a preaching and she said, you know what? There are women, if truly they had men who took care of them, men who really looked after their future. There are women who want nothing to do with leadership. They want nothing to do with, authority. They just want to be in the home and take care. But because we find in our days that there's so much oppression coming from the men on women, and there's so much abuse, so women are fighting back almost in a negative way now. So they are now, let me use the word in the Bible, usurping, taking over, and they don't really care if the male figures are hurt. They just want to emerge. How would you bring a balance to that? Should there be a balance? Is there a line of demarcation where women should be able to recognize in right, roles, and responsibility? And what do you think about the feminist move? That's
Well,
like
I
question
think
in one.
I think being a feminist is not bad.
Yeah, okay.
Being a feminist is not bad. There's nothing bad
What is
about
your idea
being...
of being a feminist?
My idea of being feminist is just being a woman and being unapologetic about it. For me, that's what feminism is.
Being a woman and
to
being
me.
unapologetic.
Being a woman and being unapologetic about your womanhood, loving your womanhood, appreciating
Absolutely.
your womanhood, loving
And nobody should be able to
everything
talk you
about
down.
you, yes, and being comfortable with being a woman, being knowing yourself and just being comfortable with your authentic womanhood. I think for me, that's what feminism is about.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because we are all different, we have different interpretations to different things.
Yeah.
Which is why, like I always tell my son, I say, see, anything that is too much is not good. It becomes a vice. We learned it in Bible school.
Yeah.
Anything that is, even your compassion can become a vice.
You remember that,
Yes,
right?
it is now sentiment. Moses had zeal. It became a vice when it turned to anger. So anything that you are doing that is too much and you cannot think straight again, that thing can kill you. So for me, I think it still boils down to, when it comes to, should a man be doing this? Should a woman be doing this? The Bible says there's neither male
nor female,
neither Jew nor Greek. We're all sons of God. And it still boils down to intimacy with God. It's about fulfilling why you were here. Did God send you here to come and take over? Take over. What are you taking over for? So whose glory? No, that's the thing. What do you want to take over for? To what end? That's the question. Who sent you on that mission that you're going for? This Live Again movement is a mission that God gave me. Our shelter, when he told me, I was like, how will I do it? But this is 2 years going and he keeps paying the rent. So it's not really about you. That's the self thing there. Oh, I want to blow. I want to be heard. Yes, it's good. But if God does not take your thoughts, your desires, everything that you are doing and breathe on it, you're going to do it in vain. And the relevance you are looking for, at the end of the day, you will not be relevant, because who sent you? That's the question. So it's not about, okay, do you want to come and take this person's place? A man's movement, a man is this role, is that role? Are you fulfilling purpose? If your purpose requires that you enter a man's role to do it, then enter a man's role to do it. If your purpose requires that you enter a man's position in quote, because who even made these positions? I'm a female MC.
Yeah. Which used to be dominated by the males.
Is a male. From the days from when I knew myself, I have been around men. First of all, I went to a military school. They trained me like a man. I now have brothers up and down, sandwiched me. And I went to go and study civil engineering where we were like 5 girls, I mean 2 girls inside. And I entered MC again. So I'm used to men. I'm not trying to be their oga or try to be their leader. I just love my womanhood. And if I find myself in a male-dominated space, nothing is going to... No, I won't feel intimidated. Yeah. I won't feel less of myself because I'm aware. I'm confident in my skin.
That's self-awareness.
I know who I am. Do you understand? 10 men, I will sit down, we'll be having conversations. We'll be snapping fingers, we'll be doing high five, chopping knuckle. There's nothing that stops you. The problem is your heart. My pastor, David Ogbeli, will say that the heart of men's problem is the problem of men's heart. That's the problem, your heart. What is in your heart? Why are you doing what you're doing? Who sent you? What is to what end? I want to be on top. I want to be the head and not the tail. No, why? To what end? Because you want to say, I did this. That is still self. Nobody is self-made. We are all here because God wants us to be here to fulfill a purpose. Are you fulfilling purpose? That's what matters. It's not about, a man is in this post. You're dragging. If you are really aware of who you are and why you're here, you will not even have any business dragging with men. What's your business with the man that is fulfilling his own purpose? Do you get what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's about fulfilling purpose. Women that are trying to do that sometimes from a place of pain and trauma.
From a pain
yes, because
trauma.
Nobody was created to say, oh, this. Sometimes it's like they saw their father doing this. Their father was not living up to expectation. It's possible. Which is why if you have that intimacy, you will understand fatherhood. You will understand submission. You will understand.
Yeah,
because I'm sorry, I want to add this here. God created male and female equal, but a man and a wife in the hierarchy of marriage they're not equal.
Tell me about it. Tell me. I like this part now.
See, a male and female is equal.
Male and female is equal.
That one, there's no contest there.
Yes.
He said, be fruitful, multiply, have dominion. Hey. But because God is a God of order, and even your boss in the office, if he's a man, you submit to him.
So in marriage, it takes that same hierarchy.
In marriage, if you want that marriage, or you want whatever you are doing to even make sense, you must submit to the man. That is why you must marry a man that loves the Lord and submits to the Lord.
So
otherwise,
it make easy for you to submit to him.
One chance, because at the end of the day, the man will submit to the devil, and you have to submit.
And you have to submit.
So when it comes comes to submission, who is up, who is down, in marriage, the man should not use that authority to press the woman and put her under the armpit.
He should lead her.
He should lead her.
And love her.
And love her. So if the woman submits, it will make it easy for the man to lead her. And if she doesn't submit to God, she won't know how to submit to a man. So which is where back to intimacy. It's still back to intimacy, because if you know God and God reveals to you who you are, I always pray one prayer, say, God, let me see you the way you see me. Because when I started the Encounter show, right, when I used to approach guests and say, come to the show, at first I'll be like, hey, what did they say? One day God said, do you know who you are? Do you know who I've made you? And he started to show me who I am. That come. You don't know who you are. Oh. I have made you a global brand. I've started telling me some things that gave me confidence. So this is why you need to have. It's still, I don't know why I keep hammering on intimacy. I didn't come here to discuss this. But if you want to be above, if you want to really, really stand out, if you want to live authentically, if you want to live again, if you want to fulfill your purpose and destiny, if you want to become all the things that are in your mind and your fantasy, and you want to reach the highest height, intimacy with God, that is the thing that fuels every other thing that is outside there. It's inside first before outside. It's not outside first before inside. So organize your inside, sort out your heart, and the one person that can sort out your heart, show you what is in it, reveal to you what is inside, is God. Is God. Because sometimes you can ask yourself questions like, okay, why am I thinking this way? Why am I doing this? That can help you point back to your motives. But the one person that can show you, because there are things in your heart that you're not aware of, that tomorrow can bring fruits into your life that you did not bargain for. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
so you need to, intimacy with God. I don't know who this is for, but I keep hammering on it because this is what you need. The year is almost ending. You have had expectations, but I tell you, if you can just repair that your intimacy with God, the rest of the year will be the best of your year.
Awesome. Now, I want to ask this question. This is like jam question, but it's the same question men are asking, even women do are asking. Everybody has been asking it, but nobody seems to give us a very clear answer. But you as a woman, maybe you would help us, do justice to it. What do women really want?
Hey, jam question.
Yes, because
question.
because you as a woman, you've been through a lot. What do women really want? Now, I want you to answer this from the point of marriage, career, life in general. What do women really want? What do women really want?
I feel like if I look at what I want, what do I really want? I want peace.
Peace.
I want peace.
In everywhere. Marriage, in your work.
I want peace because even when you get, even when you get what you want, you still want something. Even when you get what you want, you will find that there's something you still want. So when you say, what do women
it's
really,
like a never-ending
really want?
spiral.
It's really about in terms of knowing yourself and knowing what you're here for. So, for example, if I say I want a car right now, in a year's time, I might not want a car again. I might want a plane.
Okay, so the car is only like a means to an end. So there's something else that maybe you feel the car will help you to achieve.
Yeah, so it's really about this heart thing. Everybody was created with a void. And the reason why people keep wanting sometimes is because they're trying to fill a void.
There's a void.
And that void cannot be filled by things. Do you get what I mean? So for me, I would say I want peace. And I feel like what women really want is internal. It's not really external. All those external things, they are like, when you put, what's this temporary thing? When you put plaster, instead of really treating a wound or something. I don't know. Give me an example.
Like cotton wool?
Yeah, when you have a wound and you now put plaster on it and you don't treat it.
Okay.
All those external things are just to have temporary relief. Basically, what I feel like what women want is security, peace, things that cannot be bought with money.
Things that cannot be bought with money.
All those monetary things. Yeah, they say, when you're inside AC, you receive good gifts. It's amazing. Yes, but at the end of the day, it's something inside. For me, I cannot answer for women because we are plenty. How many billion women in the world? But for me, I just want peace. Because I realized that if you get everything you want, in quotes, and you don't have peace, you'll be in hell on earth.
Yeah.
Whether you are married,
just like
and there's no peace in your home.
Just like what Simi said, suffer for enjoy for heaven. Something like suffering and smiling.
Smiling. You will just be going to work wearing fine clothes, but and the joy, peace and joy.
And sometimes
peace and joy. Not happy. I don't say happiness.
Yes, peace and joy. I like the how you left
Peace and joy,
happiness.
yeah.
So that means if a woman gets peace and joy in any place,
Anywhere.
she'll stay.
In her office,
She will
in
be
her
happy.
relationship, in her environment, in her neighborhood, in wherever she's cooking or eating, anywhere. If there's no peace,
Peace
there's
and
no
joy.
joy. That woman cannot function. She will not be herself. She will not produce. She will not be fruitful. She will not achieve. She will not get to her highest self.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, what women really want is not what is outside, is what is inside.
So you've heard it from Enifome. Women, now we have decoded you. You want peace and you want joy. I just pray that, wherever sector, area of life you find yourself, you have peace and joy. And just like how she said, these things are not externally given. They are internally generated. So you have to generate joy and peace. And
Yeah.
only God can, of course, help you by the Spirit of God,
Yes.
help you to generate
Yes.
joy and peace. So whether it is you are lacking any external, factors, your peace and joy remains.
Peace.
And with peace and
Peace.
joy, you can recreate the external things. You can call for external
Exactly.
stuff.
Like, I was telling you
Yeah.
earlier that it was the peace that Jesus had that
that
gave
gave him
him
the
the
power
audacity to
To
rebuke
still
the storm.
Yeah.
It was not. You can't just be. So peace.
Peace and joy.
Peace.
Anyway, I want to say thank you for coming.
you very
I
much
just want to
for
give you
having
1 minute to share with people about the Live Again Shelter. I know that you have a space
Yeah.
that is furnished,
Yeah.
and where you are rehabilitating women who have gone through
Yeah,
abuse, and
yeah.
they are staying there for free.
Yeah.
And you are taking care of them. And I've never heard anything like this before in Nigeria. Just tell people what it is and how can people support you.
Okay, so the Live Again Shelter is a temporary place of solace for broken, distressed, and abused women who need a temporary place to stay.
A temporary place.
Temporary.
It is not permanent.
It's not permanent.
Yeah.
It's not permanent, but you can stay there for 3 months, 6 months, depending.
To get your head
you know,
cleared.
to be able to live again. It's an atmosphere that is deliberately created to help you live again.
Wow.
So it's not like it's a very, very big expanse of land,
yeah.
but it's a space where when you come in, you can actually get your head cleared and
How many
reinvent yourself.
How many women do you have there right now?
Just one.
Just one for now.
Yes.
And she's doing well.
Yes,
And
yes.
you have beds, you have
Yes,
fridge,
we have beds.
you have all those things.
We need fridge.
So they need
we
fridge.
need microwave.
They need microwave.
Because at the end of the day, it's not. We don't want to just put women and say stay. Yeah, come and stay.
Yeah.
These are women that are coming from abuse.
Yeah.
They don't even know who they are anymore.
Some of them
They
were
don't even believe
some of
that.
them were forcibly kicked out.
Yes, now
Beaten.
leave the house now or something. Some
some
have
of them
been
with their
raped.
children.
Yeah. So if that woman is staying in a place, that place has to work. Mind, working on the mind. The mind has to believe that yes, I can live again.
Yeah.
I can dream again.
Yeah.
Wow. The flowers. So we need
Absolutely.
interior designers. Come and help us design the place. We need like a nice furniture. We need the place to really be very, very beautiful. So if you
Awesome,
know that you
awesome.
can do that, please come and partner with us. If you have what you're not using in your house, like fridge, microwave, blender, all those things.
Even clothing.
Freezer,
Because some women are left there with their
yes, clothing, not torn ones or correct
ones.
ones, because it's about living again. So please come and support us.
How can they reach you? On Instagram?
Live again, Lamb Tribe at Lamb Tribe.
At Lamb Tribe. Just go to
At
Instagram.
LAM Tribe on Instagram.
Yes,
Live Again
or
Movement.
you just follow Enifome Ogbimi
Speaks.
on Facebook or Enifome Speaks
on
on Instagram.
Instagram.
Send her a DM if you know any woman at
If
all.
you know anyone that is
Yes.
struggling, the shelter is open for them,
It's
and we're
open.
paying rent. So what are we paying rent for?
And people have been supporting and they need more support to keep
Yeah,
that place running and all the resources needed to keep these women in good condition. Enifome,
Yes.
high five to you. Thank you for being part of the show.
Thank you for
It has been
having
wonderful. It has been a
me.
live transforming session. Hey, thank you for tuning and joining our show. Share this video on Facebook. That's a round of applause for you, by the way. All right.
Oh, wow.
Thank you to
I
all
love
my
it.
viewers. Thank you. God bless you. Share this video and please make sure that you look forward to our next edition next week Friday. It promises to be exciting. What do we say here in the show? A positive mindset is all we need for a better society. So what do we want it to do? Think positive, speak positive, and remain optimistic to refresh you and Nigeria. Women, I love you. Keep staying at the top. The Lord bless you. If your hands are not too busy, give yourselves a round of applause. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Can you imagine? I was shouting positive mindset. And that's what
Yeah.
I'm in the flow now. Come on.
Oh,
that was
my
a wonderful
superwoman.
show.
Awesome. Enifome was on fire.
A superwoman, yes I am, yes she is.
for all the mothers fighting for better days to come, and all my women sitting here trying to come home before the sun. And all my sisters coming together, say yes I will, yes I can, 'cause I am a superwoman. Yes I am, yes she is. Even when I'm a mess, I still put on a vest with an S on my chest. Oh yes, I'm a superwoman.